perfect figure. Beautiful words, aren't they? You know, no matter how much they say that people like a soul in other people, it's bullshit, right? Can a guy see a 100-kilogram woman in front of him and say that she's beautiful because she has a nice soul? Your first encounter probably won't happen because he won't even look at you. Most likely, he'll pay attention to that skinny girl who walks behind you, and she at first will not even be visible because of her silhouette. It's sad, and sad that people have problems like that, and I'm one of them. Hi everyone, my name is Cindy, and I have a problem with being overweight. At 17 years old and 5'10", I weigh almost 90 kilograms. That's more than half my weight. How did I get to this point? Let me tell you. I was born like everyone else, not fat. I actually grew up skinny and didn't know these problems. My parents told me that in order to feed me, they had to put me in front of a cartoon and then I automatically opened my mouth and only then ate. Then my mother's conscience would let me go, saying that she had eaten and that was it. Her mission was accomplished. Many people do it now, but know that such food is not digested and not absorbed. During that period, my metabolism was disturbed. I stretched out my stomach, but the worst thing is that I got used to eating like that, so I had to watch my food intake all the time. No, I don't blame my parents now. They didn't know that it was going to be like this, and they certainly didn't want this kind of problem for me. But it all came out sideways for me and me alone. I went to elementary school already chubby. I didn't like to play sports at school for the simple reason that I couldn't wear t-shirts and shorts. Already at that time, my breasts were visible, and my butt also stuck out. And with them was still the company of my belly. When running, all of this was shaking, and my classmates laughed. At first, I laughed with them. Well, what's the big deal? They were joking, that's all. They called me their friend, but at the same time, they constantly said that I was too fat. Because I also considered them friends and accepted this attitude as the norm, they made fun of me even more, and I laughed even louder. What was I trying to prove? Probably that I was kind of strong, that I could laugh at myself because not everyone can do that. But what was the reality? I let them break all my boundaries, but worse than that, I broke them myself. I let them, but I didn't know about it at the time. I didn't understand. Anyway, time passed. We all grew up. My classmates, boys and girls, grew up. We all also went to our big company. Then the first kissing and dating started. It affected everyone except for me. If you think I was making an ass out of myself, you're wrong. No one wanted to hug or kiss me. One day, Katie's friend threw a party and invited all of us. There were other guys from other older classes there too. There was one guy I liked from there called Duke. He was handsome, tall, and muscular. All the girls dreamed about him, and so did I. Katie suggested we play a game of spin the bottle, like who was going to make out with who. I sat there shaking with excitement. I was thinking, what if Duke and I fall out? Man, my breath stinks. What, did I have fish for lunch? What happens if he doesn't want to kiss me? Of course he won't. And then what? Will everyone laugh? Then I'll laugh too as usual, but what if he does? What if he kisses me? What then? Oh no, that's even scarier than if he didn't want to. Should I just go? That's right, I'll go to the bathroom when a couple gets picked. I thought to myself and wanted to get up just as Katie yelled, "Wow, here comes Cindy's first playaroo." Me? Well, yeah, we've got one Cindy here, one big soft Cindy. Are you going somewhere? No, you can't. You've been chosen. You need to go to the kissing closet. We'll time you exactly 4 minutes, and then you're out. And with who? We're about to find out. Like in slow motion, the bottle was spinning, and I watched in horror as it did. It started to slow down and stopped. No way! Cindy's hit the jackpot today. Duke! Everyone started clapping their hands, and only Duke smiled slightly. My heart was about to jump out of my chest. If you don't want to, then don't. Hey, it doesn't work like that. The rules are the same for everyone. Whoever refuses will walk around the school with a loser sign for a week. I'd rather walk.
It's okay, Cindy. Let's go.
That's more like it. Time to go in. We went into the cramped closet. Although the closet may not have been cramped, I took up most of the space. Man, I could feel his belly on my stomach, and it was so fucking creepy. I was trying to pull it in, but I wasn't breathing. I froze.
Are you okay? You're not breathing.
I exhaled very loudly and accidentally drooled from my mouth into his face. I was embarrassed, so I apologized profusely and started wiping my DNA off his cheeks.
It's okay, I got it.
He pulled out a handkerchief and wiped himself off. Our eyes met. Mine were wide open.
Have you kissed anyone before?
No. Have you? Oh, don't be silly. Of course you have. I'm sorry. I have gum. Do you want some? Because I'm so worried. I'm sorry. I'm sweating. Do I stink? We don't have to kiss if you don't. And then he started kissing me. Hard. He touched me with his lips and closed his eyes, and I froze again. After a while, we heard Katie's voice. Time! I ran out of the closet, like scalded, red and wet from sweat, grabbed my sweatshirt, and ran out into the street. Katie ran after me. Are you okay? He kissed me. Wow, that's cool. You finally kissed someone. And with who? The best man in the school. Be proud of it. I don't think he liked it. Oh, Cindy, it was just a kiss. What's not to like? We're not talking about anything more than that. What are you talking about? Forget it. You'll find out. Someday. How am I supposed to look into his eyes now? You can't. Just like I said before, it's just a kiss, you know? I couldn't calm down. Now every time I saw Duke at school, I avoided him. Once I even rolled down the stairs because he was walking toward me. Duke ran up to me and helped me up. I was sweating again with nervousness. And then I ran home and cried about how I couldn't win a guy like that because I was so fat. And every time I told my friends about my problem, all they did was bitch. You're fat. I'm not calling you names, but it's just a fact. So lose 30 pounds and you'll be fine. You know I've tried. I've been on so many diets. And you failed. You can't do that, Cindy. Or do you want to die like this? No one can even lift you up or carry your body in the coffin. Have you thought about that? What's to think about? It's a fact, Cindy. Change before it's too late. Such was the support from my friends. I couldn't share my thoughts with anyone. The pain of what it feels like when you fill the entire space in the elevator and people shy away to pass you by. What it feels like when you're walking down the street and you seem to be many but feel invisible when your only comfort is eating and Cyril. When after a diet break you gain 4 more pounds instead of the 500 grams you lost. No one wants to mess with you. No one wants you when you're like this. So I shut myself off. I started eating more and more. Pie, meat, and meatballs. But it was only for a while. There is nothing worse than self-loathing. The feeling of disgust at your own reflection in the mirror that you don't even fit into. Excuse me, may I come through? Could you move over? A little more, a little more, a little more.
A little more, please.
Was what I heard every time I waited in line at the bakery for another batch of scones. Kathy's words about my weight were running through my head, and I really couldn't imagine living in this body for the rest of my life. At some point, I realized I couldn't take it anymore. I went out in a dress that was way too small for me, but I had always wanted to lose the weight in order to wear it. It was a red evening dress. I put on makeup and shoes and the dress. It was raining heavily, but it wasn't cold. I was saved by my thick, fat body armor. I walked a couple of kilometers. People honked at me, laughed at me, some even spat at me. I didn't pay them any attention. I got to a bridge and stood there, crying. I wanted to climb the railing, and at that moment, someone pulled up in a car.
Cindy?
I heard a familiar voice. I turned around and saw Duke there. Duke, what are you doing here?
Are you crazy? Don't do that.
What was I doing? I didn't do anything. I was so confused, and then I was ashamed of the way I looked. I covered myself with my hands. My mascara was dripping off my face, and my lipstick was smeared.
I'm sorry.
For what?
For not talking to you after we kissed.
Do you even still remember it?
I like you, Cindy. I'm a coward too. I couldn't even tell you about it.
What? Like me?
I asked Katie to play that game with the bottle.
What?
She didn't tell you that I took your number from her?
What?
Okay, she didn't tell you.
She said that no one would like a person like me.
I get it. Don't go on. She's wrong, and I'm a coward. I'm sorry. Please don't do this. You're the best girl I've ever met.
But I'm fat. How could you like me? You're Duke.
I like your figure, your voice, everything about you.
This is a joke, right? Did she put you up to this? Are you kidding me? Then he came up to me and kissed me, and I couldn't believe my happiness. We talked about everything afterward. He told me all about everything, and I couldn't believe it. We showed up to school together the next day. The whole school was freaking out. It gave me strength and confidence. So I joined a gym. I've been going for 4 months now, and I've lost 10 kilos. Can you imagine? Even that red dress is a little too much for me. Turns out I'm better than I thought. So that's my point. Surround yourself with the right people who inspire you, not overwhelm you. Tell me, guys, did you like my story? Write your opinion about it in the comments below the video. Don't forget to give likes, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel.